After that, Brother Lee wanted to have fellowship with us. And he expressed sincerely, as he always did, his appreciation for all those that were serving. He knew that he could not carry out his ministry practically without all this help, all the serving ones. That is why he wanted to share this with them. And then he said something, dear saints, 45 years ago, that stays with me as if it happened just yesterday. And this is what Brother Lee said. All of you are serving and really helping me in the ministry. But I am concerned, he said, that you may be like those during Noah's time, while he was building the ark. This is something we think happened, that at various times, his friends or neighbors would just help him a little in building the ark and bringing the material. It's very likely that this happened, but at least it's a picture of what we are about to hear him say through what I'm telling you. And we know from the New Testament that Paul, while he was building the ark, was preaching righteousness. So surely he was in contact with people at close range. There is no human government. It was the age of conscience. And most were not following their conscience. It was lawless, full of violence and sinful things. And so those who might have been helping him in a practical way, Brother Lee compared them in a very clear and transparent way to what might be the situation of these dear serving ones. You may not become a part of what is being built up. And that was his loving concern for them. You are here. You are active. You are faithful. But you may be like the friends of Noah, that when the time came, did not enter into the ark, were not part of it in that sense. But instead they died under that judgment because they were part of that generation. And to some extent, I have a twofold concern, or burden, we may say, in this message. The first is that as this age is coming to an end, we will fulfill God's purpose for this age by building up the church as the body of Christ, the corporate Christ. In other words, we are building the ark in all the local churches. The body is being built up universally. Ephesians 2:21, each local church, specifically, locally, in verse 22, and all those who are not simply attending meetings, being active in the church life, serving, attending or listening to the annual feasts, but they may not be building themselves into the ark, the corporate Christ. And the first part of the twofold feeling or burden concerns the desire of God's heart, His will, His intention, His purpose. Right now, on the day I'm speaking this, August 28th, you might hear this in a little over 2 weeks. The Lord wants an ark to be built to give Him the means to end this age and judge the world and bring in the age of the kingdom.